This is the Lamar River in the middle of the Lamar Valley. And we're out on a hike to explore more of the Amethyst Mountain game map in Yellowstone National Park. So the first thing we want to do is cross the river. Now, I'm not a wolf, so I'm not so inclined to just start walking in and swim when it gets deep enough. So what we have to do is find a place that's shallow enough to ford without getting too wet. The Lamar River mostly takes just a single channel as it carves through the Lamar Valley, but in places it does get braided, so there's multiple channels, and that's really the best place to cross because the water is spread out over these multiple channels, and those tend to have a lot of sandbars and be much shallower than the main channel where it does get 1 to 2 meters deep. And that's the last channel of the Lamar River. Shallower than I expected, but that means less drama than I thought we might have. And here is Amethyst Creek, flowing down from Specimen Ridge, way up in the highlands, just below Amethyst Mountain, going all the way through the land here and the game map, and going here into the Lamar River. So this is a confluence of Amethyst Creek into the Lamar. So let's head up Amethyst Creek and see what's up there as we go into the highlands. We just hiked up a little steep, very steep slope here, getting out of the valley. And there's a waterfall here. There's 2 waterfalls here, twin falls. So, gonna have to add that to the game. Who knew Amethyst Creek was so beautiful? Up here on the bench above the Lamar Valley, and in a lot of stretches here, it really does look kind of like it does in the game. This is bison wallow, but it's really interesting to see the actual outline of the bison when it flopped over and laid down. They just flop over and try to roll over, but they can't because of the hump on their back. You can see the outline very nicely here. Got a pronghorn out here who's kind of curious about us. Some petrified wood, look at that. Tumbled down from the fossil forest. We've got some nice rabbit brush here. Well, it is windy once you get up out of the valley. We're gonna have to make the grass and sagebrush in the game move a lot more in the wind. A little further upstream and the vegetation really becomes quite dense along Amethyst Creek. We haven't seen any elk out here, but that's actually because they're at much higher elevations right now. Here in late August, they're higher up, way up on Specimen Ridge. But all these antlers lying around show that this is a popular place for those small herds of bull elk to hang out in March when they lose their antlers. Specimen Ridge and all these lower ridges along here are pretty baked dry, high altitude grasslands, but as soon as you reach the northern slope here, it becomes dense Douglas fir forest because the Douglas firs really like the cool, damp conditions of these north-facing slopes that extend along the entire length of the Lamar Valley. So where are we on the Amethyst game map? Right about here, so still near the edge of the map, and the vegetation colors are a bit different because it's earlier in the season, but at least we don't have stranger wolves to worry about attacking us while we're hiking up here. We did see a black wolf with a radio collar the very next day trotting down the Lamar Valley. We watched him for a mile or 2. He trotted right across our route across the Lamar Valley and then headed up into the hills. So even hiking just this far into the game map area showed us a lot of things that we got right and a lot of things that still need tweaking in the game map. So that's what sends us into these areas of Yellowstone and what we hope to bring back and put into the game.